JPO here again. Got a new razor. This Sheffield razor. It's in pretty good condition. It still has the factory edge. So yeah, I just did some hand buffing to clean up some of the corrosion, but there's some pitting at the edge and some small chips that needs to be taken out. Yeah, and I want to hone it to see if there's any issues with the steel before I do anything more with the razor. And I'm also taping the spine because it has a really sharp grind line at the spine, so yeah, that's something I want to preserve on this. Basically what only thing I'm using during this type of work is just a loop. This is a 15x loop. Yeah, and then I'm using a DMT 8K to do the profiling or bevel setting. This is quite it's quite broken in, so there's no deep gouges from oversized diamonds or anything that's protruding. So this cuts almost as fast as a 1K aluminum oxide stone. So and part of the bevel setting is to get the heel in line with the rest of the edge. This is a smiling blade, but the heel is quite it's overground a little, so it's not it doesn't follow the curvature of this smiling blade, so it's not making full contact with the stone. This might also be due to the spine, so a different solution might be to grind down the spine to get better contact, but yeah, this is what I chose to do now. Just focusing the pressure on the heel and working that part in line to get it in line with the rest of the belly of the blade. Yeah, the razor market is quite small in Norway, so these occasionally pops up from time to time, and they're usually still has the factory bevels, and people are practically giving them away. So now I'm using a Namito mid-range chainnet. I'm using it with Kuma slurry, but it's predominantly the base tone that's kicked off up. This can easily replace a full Nagura progression. So it's yeah, probably what people were using stones like this before it became popular to use a Nagura progression with the super hard stones. This cuts relatively fast for a natural stone, and it also sets up the edge nicely for the final finishing stone. Yeah, and again I'm using a fair bit of pressure to be able to do anything with these relatively slow natural stones. They're not slow, but compared to synthetic stones, they're quite slow. This is probably around for 5 to 6K if you want to put a grit on it. Yeah, and the final stone is a Suku finishing stone used with just Ottoman Nagura. And this is also, the Nagura is quite hard, so the majority of the slurry is being kicked off from the base stone. The hardness of this Osuku is probably around 4.5, maybe 5. It's a relatively fast stone, so yeah, it should be quite quick to do the final polish and finish the edge with this. Again, the heel is struggling to get in lines. I probably should have done more work on the previous step, but yeah, it's seems to be possible to recover this even at this stage. Yeah, and if the slurry gets too thick and dense, you can easily go back to a few steps. But this is the base stone is quite fast, so the rounding that's created or the from the slurry impact is compensated by the speed of the stone. Yeah, again, struggling a little to get good undercut along the whole length of the blade, so focusing on the heel section and blending in the rest. Again, I think it would be wise to do some correction on the spine, because there's probably a small high spot on the spine, because these are usually a little thicker going into the tang. So, but the next time I hone the razor, I will probably take the tape off and get everything aligned properly. Yeah, just some stropping and a final edge inspection with the microscope. Usually don't need to do this, but there was some chips and corrosion at the edge, so it's always good to see if something has been uncovered during the honing. So it's, and there's no remaining scratches from the diamond plate, as you can see. It's the edge is clean and well refined. So, and I think there's no issues with the steel as far as I can see. It's because there's no indicators that there's any problems with the steel. So hopefully this will shave well, and yeah. So that's it. Thank you for watching.